Hi guys, welcome back to the bar. It's the second workout of the week, which means that we are staying completely on the mat today. So nice and straightforward. You do not need any equipment for this workout, but we are going to be working everything. So abs, glutes, legs, arms, it's all here. So if you're ready, roll out your mat and let's go. All right, guys, we're back for the second workout of week 2, back to bar, which means that we are completely on the mat today. So it's a mat bar workout only, no equipment other than body weight. So nice and simple and straightforward. This is going to have a little bit more of a focus on the abs. We've got a little bit of upper body and some glutes, I'm sorry to say. So if you guys just came from doing the standing portion and your butt is already a little bit sore, it's just gonna get a little bit more sore with this one. So sorry about that, but I think you'll probably feel good at the end of it. If you are new around here, welcome. My name is Sarah. I do twice weekly workouts on Mondays and Thursdays, and that's mostly going to be bar, Pilates, sometimes a bit of cardio, sometimes stretching. You just never know what you're going to get. So if you want to come back for all of the fun excitement through the end of the year, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. You can also follow me over on Instagram at F2D Fitness, and I have lots of other content over there. So more kind of like lifestyle and nutrition, lots of things about women's hormone health as well. So it's all fun and games over there too, lots of good information. But with that being said, we're going to get started on this workout. We've got a short warm up and then it's just gonna be down and dirty. Yep, that's the plan. All right, so go ahead, come into a plank here. We're gonna be pressing from plank back to downward dog, coming forward to plank. You're gonna do a crossbody knee, and so knee to opposite elbow, really tucking under, try to make contact here. We've got not too bad, just 30 seconds of these, starting in 3, 2, and 1. So downward dog, flat back, and then cross tuck. Step back to downward dog, other side. So yes, really tuck under there so that you can make contact of the knee to elbow. Squeeze navel in super, super tight. 30 seconds here is not too bad, to be fair. All right, do one more here. And then I want you to step the right foot forward, drop into a low lunge here. You're going to support the hands on the front leg, back leg. You're just going to bend, extend. So notice I'm not doing anything with that front leg. There's no up and down. I'm just tucking and pushing the back leg. It's already getting glutey in here. Shoulders on back, a few more seconds of this, and then we'll just switch sides. Last one there. Go ahead, switch your legs around. There we go. So nice and low, back knee, we bend, push. So again, nothing happening in the front leg. There's no change in the line of the hips. We're not doing any kind of up and down. So just verify that your head's not going woo, woo, woo. There's no up and down. It's just tuck under, extend. I underestimate how terrible these ones are, to be fair. Last one there. And then step back to a plank, and we're just gonna hover here, forward to the tips of the toes, back through the heels. I love this one as an ankle stretch. Normally my ankles do pop on it. They're not right now, that's so bizarre. I kind of want them to. Oh well, back stays flat here. So make sure you're not dropping the hips as you go forward or lifting the hips as you go back. Just keep them nice and level. Last one here, and then knees down. Take a quick child's pose, why not? It's hard for me to resist child's pose if we're like dropping from a plank because it's right here. It's right here. Might as well. Okay, go ahead, sit up. We're going to start things off here with a little bit of abs. It's gonna be a seated ab series. So weight is in the tailbone here. You're tilted back just a little bit. You're gonna have fingertips down both sides here. You could even do slightly behind. You could have the arms floating. You could be like a little genie here. You got options, but the important thing is that you're not curled forward. You wanna stay nice and open. Knees bent here. We're just gonna do a drop, extend, tuck it in, alternating sides. We've got 1 minute here, and then we're gonna go straight into a double for the second minute. Here we go. So drop, extend, draw in. When you draw it in, I really want you to think of like lifting from the lower belly and then bringing it in rather than just going straight into that bend. The faster you just kind of bend it back in, the more you're gonna feel it in the hip rather than the lower abs. So think of like zipping up the lower abs. So drawing up and in, again, keeping shoulders back. And really think of lifting leg up and in. You know what, I'm happy to be doing a little bit of abs now at this point. I prefer to work abs probably. I like working abs and upper body. Yeah, that's probably my preferred. Lower body, which is probably more popular for everybody else. It's just a lot, isn't it? It's just a lot. Last one here. Good. And then we're just gonna double it. So find that little bit of balance on tailbone. Tuck in. Extend out. Tuck in. And you can do what I'm doing, which is just slightly, a little bit more of a lean back as the legs extend, and then drawing everything in together. I think I also prefer working abs and upper body because for me, my lower body is just a lot more like reactive to work. I've heard other people say exactly the opposite, that their upper body's more reactive. So it really just depends on your build, your muscle, your structure. But for me, I feel like I can just do the smallest little bit of lower body and my muscles are like, whereas for like upper body and abs, it takes a lot more for me. All right, last one here. And then I'm gonna give you a quick little break here just to drop the knees open. Frog in my throat. And then we're gonna repeat those two things from a half boat. So give the hips a quick stretch here, and then we're gonna repeat it from a half boat. So again, you can have fingertips down by the sides here. You can reach them forward if you want more of a challenge. As you draw legs back up, I want you to bring the ankle level with the knee, so it's not here, right? This is what we just did. I want you to be, boom, here. So that should be a table on your shins. All right, 1 minute of each in 3, 2, and 1. So drop, extend, tuck up. So lifting that shin up parallel to the floor. Really tucking it in. Keep lifting the chest as well. Same as before, think of like zipping up the lower abs. Oh, abs. Oh, abs, abs, abs. Feeling a little bit shaky, but steady as we go. Carry on. Remember to breathe. So exhale as you tuck in. Inhale on the extension. Keep those ankles lifted. Almost done with these singles, and then we get to the doubles. Actually, the doubles, I feel like they're not any worse than the singles. All right, let's double it out. So extend, tuck in. Just kidding, they are worse than the singles. Spoke too soon. As you extend out, make sure you're really pulling navel down to the spine. Draw in with the chest. So make sure you're not just like keeping the chest back and bringing the legs in. If you feel like you're gonna tilt back like that, that's because you're not pushing up enough from the chest. So you shouldn't ever feel like you're going to tumble over backwards. If you are, press farther forward with the chest, not the head. So if you're just feeling the neck, you're probably pushing from the head. Heads are heavy. They are helpful for pushing things around, but it's not correct. Oh my God, we're close. This was more than I bargained for. One more. All right, feet down, drop the knees open again. So yeah, you guys are probably gonna see me just like on the struggle bus a little bit for the first few weeks here. This is why we're doing back to bar. This is a reset for me. I'm gonna be struggling a little bit probably through the next 2 weeks. And then once it's back in there, my body's accustomed to it again, smooth sailing. That's really what it takes. So if you're new to barre and you're like, this is the worst thing ever, it does get better. You gotta stick with it, be consistent. Okay, come down onto one side here. We're gonna do a little bit of the kind of like outer thigh glute, the corner, as I like to call it. So all the way down, you can rest the head in the hand, or all the way along here, hips stacked. We're gonna be doing a variation on clamshell, so it's gonna be knee to knee, toe to toe. Watch that you're not rolling back there. So bottom leg should never leave contact with the floor. Hips stay stacked, so don't open the top hip like that. All right, we got 1 minute here, starting in 3, 2, 1. So knees and toes. Okay, I'm gonna start off saying that I like these because I get to lie down. The next little series, or like what this is going to turn into, probably a little bit less of a fan, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Just keeping navel pinned into the spine. Again, just watch that you're not going too wild with that top leg, that you're then like rolling back or opening up the hip. You shouldn't be rested on the bottom glute at all. You should only be on the bottom hip. So if you're like perfectly stacked here through the hips, it's not going to be the most comfortable feeling in the world because you are going to be right on that bottom hip bone. You can always pad a little bit more underneath that if you're on like a thinner mat. Maybe just like fold it over once, or put like a little kind of folded towel underneath, just pad it a little bit more. But you do want to stay in that spot. All right, last one there, keep the knees apart, and we're just gonna extend. Keep knees apart. So extend and bend. Again, watch that you're not opening up the hip though. So it's gotta go a little bit forward. The front of the top of the foot is gonna be facing forward here rather than an opening out. So we did the opposite thing in our standing series at the bar. That one we did with a turnout. This one we're not doing with a turnout. We're just kind of zeroing in on the very outside here. So at the bar, when we do that turnout, it's a little bit more inner thigh. This is gonna be a little bit more outer. Keep it going, extend and bend. Keep squeezing navel in tight. Oof. Little bit more. Like I say, it's the next little bit you gotta watch out for. Oh boy, oh boy. Last one there. Good. And you're gonna roll onto your back. So whichever leg was just active there. Do I want to keep that one active? Well, whichever leg was just active there, so whichever leg was just on top, you're going to extend out long here. Opposite knee is going to be bent. That's going to be your support, so you have heel planted here. We're doing a single leg bridge series. I'm so sorry about this. But the good news is we're not doing like full minute. We're not even doing 30 seconds, so it probably will be somewhere around that. It's going to be 10 reps of each thing, but maybe that's easier for you guys to just like wrap your heads around 10 of each thing. So it's gonna be everything back to back to back. I'll talk you through it, but just to start you off, first thing you're gonna do is as the hips lift, we're gonna tuck knee in and then we bring it down. That's it. So that's our first 10 here. Here we go. So tuck, big push up through the hips, extend, exhale. Squeeze glute, extend. After that standing portion, these are already burning. If you didn't do the standing portion before this, lucky you. All right, one more. We're gonna hold this last one. I want you to just extend, bend. We're keeping hips lifted. Again, it's just 10 here. Extend, bend. Do not let the hips drop down. You can do it. Just stick with it. Do not let those hips drop. Few more here. All right, on this last one, keep that leg straight, drop the hips down. So we're gonna do 10 lifts here. So leg just stays where it is. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Find a shake in that glute. If you're not feeling it, you're probably not going high enough. These single leg ones, you do really have to go pretty high. We stay up on the next one, and we're just gonna lower and lift that leg. So lower, exhale, lift. Almost there. Oh, this is the killer. I knew it would be. I knew it was going to be this one. Let it burn. You can do it. Last few here. Keep this last one lifted. 10 pulses. This is it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Hug the knees in. Wow. Okay. Alrighty. We're gonna flip over to the other side because in case you forgot, after that madness, we did start all of that from that clamshell. So see, now the clamshell you realize wasn't so bad. So other side here, other leg on top, knee to knee, toe to toe. We're here for a minute, but that's not the minute you have to watch out for. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. So knees. Oh, that feels juicy because this is the one that just held all that weight. Oh, wow. Wowza. But hopefully you guys started with your non-dominant side being the weight-bearing side on that one. I was very intentional there. If you didn't do it this time, next time you do this workout, see if you can start out with your non-dominant side supporting there. I mean, I'm not gonna say that the second side is gonna be that much better with my dominant side, but I would rather finish on my dominant side than my non-dominant side. Let's just say that. And maybe your glutes are actually fairly even and it won't really matter too much. That's a possibility. Play around with it. You can always start on one side one time and then switch it up the next time you do the workout. Last one here, and we're gonna do that extension. Oh yeah, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that in the glutes. But just move slowly, move intentionally, keep pressing on. We're gonna get through this. And we'll feel better on the other end of it. Hopefully, no, definitely take a shower, have a snack, cuddle with a pet if you have one. I hope you do. I'm gonna cuddle with all 3, maybe, I don't know, let's see if they're in cuddly moods today. They probably will be because it's raining, or it was raining. It's gloomy, it's a gloomy day. Also, Layla gets extremely cuddly when she's had her haircut, which she just has. I think like everything like tactile just feels good. Last one there. So yeah, she is like #1 chief cuddler. All right, here we go. It's happening all over again. Roll onto your back here. So opposite leg from that first time is gonna be bent. The leg that was just extending there is going to be straight. So first thing, hips lift, knee tucks in. 10 of these, here we go. So tuck in and down. How are we feeling about fresh side? I don't know if it feels any better like I thought it would. It's a little bit of lower abs as well here with that knee tuck. All right, we hold the next one and we're just going to be extending that leg straight. So keep hips high. Extend, bend. Exhale on the extension. Don't rush these. I know it's tempting. Stay with me here. Stay at my pace. Believe me, I want to speed up too. Hold the next one, and we lower the hips. So leg stays up, touch hips, exhale, lift. It's that next one that's the real doozy. So brace yourself. You know it's coming now. But also means it's closer to being done. All right, stay up on this next one. Keep the hips lifted, leg, we lower, and lift. Why is it so terrible? Keep pushing up. Do not let those hips drop. I know you guys can do this. We are so close to being done with this series. How satisfied will you feel? All right, next one, keep up. 10 pulses, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Wow, wow. I would love to tell you we're done with bridges, but we're not, but this last one's not gonna be so bad. We get to have both feet down. We're just gonna lift. We're gonna pulse it out for one last minute. All right, so plant the feet, lift up, here we go. So lift, little tiny release, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Pausing that squeeze each time. If you're new around here, my favorite reference for this one is imagine you're cracking an egg with your butt. So just because it's a small motion doesn't mean we're not squeezing just as tight. We are squeezing just as tight. There's just less of a release. Also, I'm realizing I have a big wad of cat hair on my crotch. Love that for me. Love that look. What else is new around here? Keep going. So just squeezing both glutes super, super tight. Try to find that kind of crampy feeling in each squeeze. We're so close to being done with glutes here. I cannot wait. Oh my God, glutes, you're killing me today. Killing me today. Last few seconds here. And release. All right, hug the knees in. There we go. Oh my God, I'm so happy we're done with those. Rock all the way up here. Last few things here are gonna be a bit of upper body. I don't think it's gonna be too bad, but you can judge that. But yeah, last few exercises, and then we're stretching it out. So we are in the kind of final phase, let's say. All right, we're gonna start with a tricep press up. So classic tricep press up, hands underneath the shoulders here. You're in a nice plank position on the knees. Make sure you are not dipping or pushing back away from it. Shoulders stay over the wrist. Elbows hug the sides. So we're going really narrow. Exhale, we push the floor away from us. 1 minute here, and then we're gonna go straight into the next two exercises. It'll be a smooth transition though. So starting in 3, 2, 1. All right. I'm happy to be here doing upper body now. Oh, upper body. I would much rather do you than glutes at this moment in my life. Inhale down, exhale, press away. Again, make sure that your elbows are just hugging your sides. Keep shoulders away from the ears. Things to remember, but we got this. And like I say, we're close to the end. This is our victory lap. Well, not quite. We don't want to start the victory lap before we've finished. But we can smell it. We can just smell it on the other side of this upper body. I feel like I'm sliding a little bit today. Normally, I don't really slide on this mat, but I do feel like I am a bit today. That's because my knees are sweaty. All right, last one here. You're gonna lower all the way down, extend legs out long, hands on your shoulders, elbows still tight, half cobra. So exhale, half up. Inhale, resist that release back down. Exhale, push into the heels of the palms. Don't let the elbows chicken wing out. Don't let the shoulders hike up around the ears. We've got this. One more exercise after this one. Hooray! We are so close. One more, and then we're gonna lower down, bring arms into a goalpost position here, keep legs pressed down. We're gonna lift, squeeze, and back down. So you're not lifting from the head, make sure you're not throwing head back, back of the neck stays nice and long, in line with the spine. Give the shoulder blades a little squeeze at the top, inhale back down. But whatever you do, do not throw the head back. So your gaze will always be just down at the mat. It won't be out in front of you. Nice postural one, just to finish things off. It's kind of a nice place to finish. Last one here. Bring it down, hands on your shoulders. Press back to a child's pose. Oh my God, arms reaching long here. You can open the palms up to the ceiling. Take a little rock here side to side. And then just melt down and center. Whew. You can rest the forehead if you feel like your mat is relatively clean and you don't mind resting your forehead on it. Go ahead, walk hands back in here. We're gonna crawl forward actually again here. Hands on your shoulders, press into a little cobra. So just dropping the pelvis here, shoulders pushing down, giving the abs a nice little stretch. And then go ahead, come up to hands and knees here. We'll take a cat-cow. So inhale, hollow. Really expanding across the chest. Exhale, round, tuck in. Looking back toward the navel, pushing up out of the shoulders. Again, inhale, hollow. Exhale, round. One more time, inhale, hollow. Exhale, round. Let's sit back on the butt, give the glutes a bit of a stretch. They probably use that right now. So we'll just take a seated pigeon here. So cross right ankle over left knee. Sit nice and tall here. You can always bring that left foot in closer toward you. Make sure you're pressing chest up though. Push that right knee out away from you. Whew. And then go ahead, just slide left leg long onto the floor. Take the right foot to the inside left thigh, and then reach forward for left shin or toes. Try to keep a nice flat back there. And sit up, we'll switch sides. So crossing left ankle, whoop, over right knee. Again, you can walk the right foot in a little bit closer toward you, lift up and over. Keep pushing the left leg away from you. So if it's just like in like this, you're not getting that stretch. And we want that stretch. We want it. We need it. Slide the right leg along. Go ahead, take left foot to the inside and reach forward. Definitely feels better on this side for me today. There we go. Sit up and then just take a comfortable seated position. We'll just give the triceps a little stretch. So one hand reaching between the shoulder blades. Press it back. Whew. Feels good to be stretching. Other side. Lovely. Go ahead, release. Give it a little shake out. Now we are really done. We are done. So awesome job, you guys. If that glute section completely killed you, give this video a thumbs up because we like that. We like the discomfort, I guess, maybe. If you are new, just remember, please do hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out, and it makes it so that you get to always come back and see two new workouts every week, which is good fun too. And of course, let me know down below in the comments what you'd like to see more of, what sort of workouts you've been enjoying, how your summer went, anything at all you want to let me know down there. I always read those. I like interacting with you guys because it's fun. It gives me something to do, and it makes it feel more like a community than me just like talking at a camera with cats running around, you know? So I will see you guys back here soon. Bye!